Hi everyone, I am back. I'm going to be doing Aries reading. This reading is going to cover to the 7th of September. This is for the zodiac sign Aries. Again, we're doing Aries reading. So I'm going to start shuffling the cards. I'm going to ask God, universe, the angels, our ancestors, and all our guides to give us the messages we need to receive for the zodiac sign Aries. Okay, so this is the first shuffle. Second. Third. Fourth. And fifth. Let's see what's happening for the zodiac sign Aries, okay? And we're going to ask God, universe, the angels, our ancestors, and all our guides, and all the spirits to give us the messages we need to receive for Aries. And we are so grateful, always so grateful for all the messages we receive for the zodiac sign Aries. What is happening for Aries until September 7th? What is happening for the zodiac sign Aries until September 7th? Ooh, okay, we got two cards that are face up for you, Aries. The first one is the World. The World could mean there's a completion of a cycle. Okay, so for the first card up you got is the World card. The World card could be you're traveling. The World card could be there's a completion of a cycle, completion of something that can no longer exist. Okay, maybe because it was built on lies, because we got the Seven of Swords. Okay, so we got the Seven of Swords, and this is like knowing the truth, setting yourself free from the deception, from the lies, right? And this is like cutting out a cycle, no longer staying in those lies, no longer staying in that deceit, no longer letting others deceive you. It's almost like being aware of what others are coming in with and what is the intimidation, right? And then setting yourself apart and setting yourself free, because people come in with disillusions, right? We got the Moon behind here. We got the Moon card behind both of these cards. So it could be that you're having a closure of something during the lunar eclipse, maybe something that you're no longer going to continue, or some situation, or maybe with someone, especially if they're in a deceiving type of energy. Okay, Aries? This is about seeing the truth in regards to situations too, right? Not letting the lies or deceptions like fog your intuition or fog what you already know, right? You're gonna know exactly what's happening. You're gonna know who's lying, and you're gonna be intuitively picking it up, right? What else is here for the zodiac sign Aries? What else is here for the zodiac sign Aries? Yeah, we got the Five of Swords. It's almost like I'm done with this. I'm heading out the door. I'm done with this. I'm cutting it out. You come in with lies, ulterior motives. You are coming in incorrect. There's no reason for me to continue this game with you. So I'm cutting myself out. It's almost like cutting yourself out and setting yourself free from someone or a situation. Even setting yourself free from the lies you tell yourself could be a possibility. And that's how you close out chapters. You've been telling yourself lies about a situation, and now you're coming to a greater understanding that that situation is not built on integrity. It's not built on stability, right? So you're like, oh, or this person is not. Having the strength, knowing that you have the strength to let go of any person or any situation that does not come in correct, that is not being truthful to you, that is not being, transparent. Why would you want to be there, right? It's almost like seeing it and having the strength to acknowledge the situation and acknowledge even parts of us that keep us stuck in the lies and the deception. Okay, then we have the Six of Wands, and that's where you're going to find your victory. When you start cutting out things or situations or even things within you that don't lead you to stability, that don't lead you to transparency, that don't help you be honest and truthful about the situations around you, or honest and truthful about your feelings and how, what is going on in your mind, what are you thinking. It's time to be transparent and honest and have the strength and know that whatever you decide, that is your choice, right? It is your choice. It is your strength, your power to decide what things you allow in, what things you don't. It is your strength and power to decide, hey, what situations you're going to deal with, what situations you're not. It is your strength and power when you come in with integrity and honesty. That's how you regain your power back. When you are the truth in a situation where there's people who are lying, or in a situation that they can't be clear, but you're going to see the clear. You're going to be clear. You're going to see it. You're going to cut yourself out of there, right? It's going to be like, I'm not dealing with this anymore if you can't come in with integrity. Let's see what else is here. Why is the World card here for Aries? Why is the World card here for the zodiac sign Aries? Because of the Lovers. Someone is not being honest. Someone is not being clear. Two of Swords. You feel like you're at a crossroads. You feel like you're not sure which direction to go, or they're not making you feel stability. It's almost like I'm uncertain because you don't bring me that stability, and this is the lie. You know, you need to bring me stability. You need to be honest. You need to be truthful. Whoever you're dealing with, it could be a partnership, could be a relationship, it could be a business. It seems like it's more like a relationship. If they're not being honest, they're not being truthful. You don't want to be stuck in a Two of Swords. And you're coming in with the energy of the Five of Swords, cutting yourself out, having the strength. And that's where you're going to find the success. When you decide, hey, I am going to be treated less than what I deserve. I'm no longer going to be listening to individuals who don't come in correct. Why the hell would I deal with that? You know, I don't want to deal with the illusions or the elusive. That's not something I want to deal with. Why is the Five of Swords here for Aries? Why is the Five of Swords here for the zodiac sign Aries? Why is the Five of Swords here for Aries? Please show me the cards I need to see. Nine of Wands. Defending, protecting yourself from individuals. It came out sideways. You need to make that decision for yourself. You need to know that you have the strength, the power to find success. Even if you let go of something, even if you let go of someone. Who says you can't have success with another person? Who says you can't have success in other situations in life? Especially if the situation is, you know, people are being dishonest. They're not clear. Their intentions not clear. Whether it be a situation, a person, a relationship, a commitment, or friendship, or family. Why would you want to deal with that type of energy? I sure don't want to deal with energy that's lying to me. I sure don't want to deal with people who cannot be transparent. Why is the Strength card here for Aries? Why is the Strength card here for Aries? Show me the cards I need to see. Why is the Strength card here for Aries? Why is the card, the Strength, here for Aries? Having the strength, the power. Knowing you have the power. Knowing you have the power to find your own peace and success. The Fool, going in a new adventure. Going in a new direction. Doing things differently. No longer sticking to the old. No longer sticking to cycles or situations or people who keep you in deception. Why is the Six of Wands here for Aries? You got the Victory card once you do there. There is some victory. Yes, Temperance. A wish fulfillment. So once you balance out yourself, your stability, once you balance out yourself and you know your worth and you know exactly what you want and need, and you cut out all the extra BS, is where you're going to find your success. And that's going in new directions, Aries. That is your message until September 7th. Thanks for listening. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.